Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Miss Radwa. I will be your math teacher today. We will continue our lesson about approximation. We take before what is the meaning of approximation and how we can approximate to the nearest 10. Today we will continue. Okay, now we want to approximate to the nearest 100. As we do in 10, we will do in 100. The first question, 52,470. My eyes on the digit in 100 place. What is the digit in 100 place? It's a 4. Underline 4 and take the digit before it. What is the digit before it? It's 1. So 1, poor or rich? It's very poor. So I will replace 1 and 7 with 0 and put 4 as it is. So the answer will be 52,400. Another question, 633 and 15 hundredths. My eyes neglect decimal point and the digit before the decimal. And my eyes directly on the digit in the 100 place. It's a 6. What is the digit before 6? It's a 3. Poor or rich? Very good. It's a very poor. So I will replace this 3 and this 3 with 0 and put the 6 as it is. So the answer will be 600. Another question, 49. I don't have 100 place, but I have 10th place. What is the digit in 10th place? It's a 4. 4, poor or rich? It's poor, so the answer will be 0. Directly. Another question. Oh, my lovely 9. 9, take all the digit beside it. If the all digit 9, take all 9s. Okay? Take 9 and the digit beside it. Okay? 99,999. I wanted to approximate it to the nearest 100. Okay. What is the digit in 100 place? It's 9. What is the digit before it? It's 9 too. Poor or rich? Rich. When the digit I have is rich and I have 9 in our place, take 9 and the digit beside it. If the digit beside it 9, take the other digit beside it. If the all digit is 9, take all 9. Okay? Okay. So 999, if I add 1 to 999, the answer will be 1000. And replace 29 with 0, so the answer will be 100,000. 35 and 108 thousands. My eyes on the digit in 100 place, but I don't have 100 place. So I will look at the digit in 10 place. What is the digit in 10 place? It's a 3. Poor or rich? Very good. It's a poor. So the answer will be 0 directly. 90 and 90,909. What can I do? My eyes on the digit in the tens in the 100 place. 9. Underline 9 and take the digit before it. 0. Very poor. So the answer will be 90,900. That's it. Okay, now we approximate to the nearest 1000. As we do in 10 and 100, we will do in 1000. Underline the place and take the digit before it. First one, 11,009. Underline digit in the 1000 place. It's 1. And take the digit before it. It's a 0. Very poor, so the answer will be 11,000. All the digit before our place will replace with 0. Okay? Another question. 999,500. What is the digit in 1000 place? It's 9. The digit before 9, rich or poor? It's rich. So I will take 9 and our neighbor. Okay? Take 9 and the 9 and the 9. So we'll take 999 together. When we add 1 to 999, the answer will be 1000. And replace 500 with 3 zeros, so the answer will be 1 million. 108. I don't have thousand place, but I have 100. 1. Poor or rich? It's poor, so the answer will be 0. 506 and 4 tenths. Neglect decimal point and take the digit in the hundred place. Why? Because I don't have thousand. 5 is rich, so I will add 1 to thousand place, so the answer will be 1000. 963 and 963,014. What is the digit in thousand place? It's a 3. What is the digit before it? It's a 0. Very poor, so the answer will be 963 and replace 14 with 0, so the answer will be 963,000. Neglect fraction. Neglect the fraction. Take the digit in hundred place. It's a 4. Poor, so the answer will be 0. If it's rich, the answer will be 1000 directly. Okay? This is booklet question. Please answer it. Now, let's approximate to the nearest 10,000. The same thing we do in 10, 100,000, we will do it in 10,000. My eyes on the 10,000 place and underlined it and take the digit before it. Too easy. The first question, 99,600. My eyes in the 10,000 place, 9 in the 10,000 place. So I will take 9 and look at the digit before it. It's 9 too. So 9, if I add 1 to 9, the answer will be 10. And replace all the digit before 9 with 0. So the answer will be 100,000. Another question, 1,208. What is the digit in 10,000 place? I don't have digit in 10,000 place, but I have 1 in 1,000. So 1, poor or rich? Very good, it's so poor, so the answer will be 0. Another question, 10,500. If I approximate it to the nearest 10,000, look at the 10,000 place, underline it, and take the digit before it. It's a 0, so the answer will be 10,000. Another question, 236,849 and 99 hundreds. Sorry. So my eyes in the number in the 10,000 place. What is the number in 10,000 place? Very good, it's a 3, so I will underline 3 and take the number before it. Poor or rich? Very good, it's rich, so it will give 3 1 and replace all digit with 0. Yeah, the answer will be 240,000. This is a booklet question. Another booklet question. Approximating to the nearest 100,000, the same thing you do in 100 tenths unit, tenths, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. You do the same thing. Look at the digit, underline place, then take the digit before it reach, add 1 and replace all digit 0. Poor, put the digit as it is and replace all digit with 0 but. Okay? Now, let's discuss another thing. How to approximate to the nearest unit. Nearest unit, I want your attention very well because it's difficult a little bit. Okay? Okay, how to approximate to the nearest unit. As we say before, we neglect the decimal point and the decimal digit. Here, we can't neglect the decimal point and the decimal digit. We can't neglect it. We must take it in our consideration. Okay? Okay, let's start. 2 and 7 tenths. We can't neglect the decimal point or digit before decimal point, in any place, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. We can't neglect the decimal point from now. Okay, unit, tenths. When we approximate to the nearest unit or tenths, we can't neglect the decimal point. Okay, very good. Our eyes on the digit we need to approximating. What is the digit we need to approximate it? Unit place. So my eyes on the unit place. Underline unit place. What is the digit before it? The digit before it is the digit in the 10th place. So we take our decimal with our consideration. Okay, good. 7, poor or rich? Very good, it's rich, so it will give 1 to 2 and replace 7 with 0, so the answer will be 3. Here we can't neglect the decimal point, guys, okay? Another question. 53 and 5 tenths. Very good. My eyes in the unit place. Underline digit in unit place. 3. Then take the digit before it. 5. Poor or rich? Very good. It's rich. So I will add 1 to 3 and replace 5 with 0. So the answer will be 54. Another question. 215 thousandths. Oh, here I don't have digit in unit place, but I have 0. Okay. Underline 0 and take the digit before it. What is the digit before it? Very good, it's 2. 2, poor or rich? It's poor, so the answer will be 0. Okay, another one. 624 and 9 hundredths. What is the digit in unit place? It's 4. What is the digit before it? It's 0. So I will put 4 as it is and replace 0 with 0. Put 0 as it is. So the answer will be 624. Another question. 600 and 601 thousandths. What is the digit in unit place? It's 0. What is the digit before it? It's 6 in 10th place. So I will add 1 to 0 and replace 6 with 0. So the answer will be 601. You know, it's like a game. Take the digit, underline, and take the digit before it. That's it. Poor. Put the digit as it is and replace all digit with 0. Rich. Add 1 to this digit in this place and replace all digit before it with 0. Another question. Here I have 7 tenths. 7 tenths. Before we do our approximation, we must replace this fraction number to decimal number. I must convert this fraction to decimal. Okay, how to convert it to decimal, guys? We need the denominator be 10 or 100 or 1000. Okay, as we know before how to convert from fraction to decimal. Okay, so first to convert, it will be 7 tenths. Okay, what is the digit in unit place? It's 0. What is the digit before it? It's 7. 7. Poor or rich? It's rich, so the answer will be 1. Okay, another question. And the last question. 967 and 3/4. As we know before, we neglect the fraction, but here I can't neglect the fraction. Okay, I will convert this fraction to decimal first. Okay, when you convert it to decimal, how could I convert 3/4 or 3/4 to decimal? Okay, I must make the denominator 10 or 100 or 1000. How to convert 4 to 100? Times 25, of course. So I will multiply 3/4 to 25 up or down and down في numerator and the denominator. When I convert this digit or this mixed number to decimal, the answer will be 967 and 75 hundredths. Then I convert it. So then I approximate to the nearest unit. What is the digit in unit place? It's a 7. So I will underline 7 and take the digit before it. It will be 7 2. 7 rich or poor? Rich. So I will replace this 7 and 5 with 0 and add 1 to 7 will be 8. So the answers will be 968. Very important rule. Approximating to the nearest unit هي it is the same approximating to the nearest whole number. If he say whole number or unit, my eyes on the unit place. Okay, this is a very important rule. If it asks you in your exam approximating to the nearest whole number, I know as directly it's approximating to the nearest unit. My eyes on the unit place. Okay. Okay, now I will take how to approximate to the nearest tenth. I can't neglect the decimal point again. Decimal point, it's very important from now. Okay. First question. 65 and 35 hundredths. My eyes on the place I want to approximating to. What is the digit I want to approximate it to? It's tenth place. So my eyes on the digit in the tenth place. What is the digit in tenth place? It's 3. So I will underline 3 and take the digit before it. What is the digit before it? It's a hundredths place. So it's 5 in hundredths place. 5 poor or rich? Very good. It's rich. So I will replace 5 with 0 and add 1 to 3. The answer will be 65 and 40 hundredths or 4 tenths. Okay. Another question. 208 thousandths. How can I approximate to the nearest tenth? My eyes on the number in the tenth place. 2 in the tenth place. Okay, what is the digit before it? It's 0. Poor or rich? Very good. It's very, very poor. So I will replace all the digit before it with 0 and put 2 as it is. The answer will be 0.2. Why I didn't write 0? Because it is have the same value. If I add 0, this is the same value of 0.2. 0 on the left with no 0 on the right with no meaning in decimal. Okay. Here 257 and 6 hundredths. My eyes on the digit in the tenth place. What is the digit in tenth place? It's 0. What is the digit before it? It's 6. Poor or rich? Very good. It's rich. So I will add 1 to 0, become 1, and replace 6 with 0. So the answer will be 257 and 0.1. Another question. 121 and 5 thousandths. My eyes on the digit in tenth place. It's 0. What is the digit before it? It's 0. Poor, very poor. So I will replace all digit with 0 and put 0 as it is. So the answer will be 121. Another question. Here is a very important question. 39 and 953 thousandths. My eyes on the digit in the tenth place. It's 9. What is the digit before 9? It's 5. 5 reach when I have 9 in our place and I want to and the digit before it, it's reach. So I will take 9 and the number beside it. What is the number beside it? It's 39. When you add 10 to 39, so this one will move to 39. The answer will be 40. Again. When we have decimal point and we have approximate to the nearest tenth, and we have 9 in the tenth place and the digit before it reach, add 1 to the digit before it, after it, 39. This one will move to 39 directly. 39 will be 40. Okay? Why 39? Why I take 39? Because when I go back, I found another 9. 9 takes a digit beside it. Okay, so the answer, I will take 39 together. 39 plus 1 equal 40 and replace all digit with 0. 43 and 95 and 95 hundredths. This is more easier. We'll explain the example before it. 9 in tens place and 5 reach digit. So it will add 1. I will add 1. I will take 9 and the number beside. I will move this one to the next place. So the answer will be 44. Okay? Very good. The last question, convert this fraction to decimal. The answer will be 967 and 35 hundredths. What is the digit in tens place? It's 3. The digit before it's 5 reach. We will add 1 to 3 will be 4. So the answer will be 967 and 4 tenths. Okay. Very, very important note. When he approximate already the digit and give me the approximation number directly, and he wanted to know what is the place value I nearest to, count the digit. Here, the first question, 81,342 and 89 hundredths. He approximates, so the answer will be 80,000. Okay? He wanted to know, I approximate to the nearest what? Count the digit. How many zeros I have in 80,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digit. What is the place value of the number with 4 zeros? Very good. It's 10,000. Okay, the other question. Count 0. What is the place value of the digit with 3 zeros? It's 1,000. The other one. What is the place value of digit with 2 zero? 100. What is the place value of digit with 1 zero? Tens. Here I don't have any zero, so it's unit. If I have decimal, so it's tens. Okay? Very easy. Thank you.